up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you.
What's up? What's up? We'll listen one more time to this song.
It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network.
What's up? We're here somehow. Hey. Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. That you don't see. Judo and Jiu-Jitsu is where you find me. Traveling the world. Pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We're not ran through. The last part, I don't know if I agree with the last part anymore. We might have to give up on you guys. What's up? We're back. Back at it again. Spain. Luke, where's Lucas at? Lucas, let me taste your tears. Lucas, let me taste your tears. Lucas, where are you? Come over here. I'm thirsty. What's up, Miss Sarah? Lucas from Argentina. Where are you, Lucas? Let me taste those tears. Let me taste those tears. Now, without context, that sounds weird. But Lucas, supported Argentina. And he was, making fun of us all World Cup. The whole tournament making fun of us. Now, where is he at? Lucas, where are you? He's going to claim he's at work. Nobody works on Sunday in Argentina during the World Cup finals. Ran through. Yeah. At least Sarah got her white belt now. Sarah, how it take you this long to get a white belt? But where's Lucas at? Lucas, let me taste your tears. Come over here. I'm gonna use my finger to grab the tear, and I'm gonna drink it. My Argentina fans, are you guys okay? Now, if Argentina won, I would have. Sarah, why you throw me in there? One of those doesn't belong in there. Argentina fans, are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? I got a little bit of a glare. Where's that glare coming from? We got a little bit of a glare. Argentina fans, now, I was watching the game. I was like, come on, Spain. Spain, you can do it. Spain, I need you to pull through. I was rooting for Spain. Ella Snap said he's single now, Sarah, so. Ella Snap said he going to have some more kids on the way. That's what Ella Snap said. So we're going to be talking about Spain versus Argentina basically all day. That was a good game, though. You know what? Spain don't really let you play with the ball. Spain, you get the ball for a little bit, then Spain going to take it back from you. There you go. Is that better? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, Spain going to get the ball from you. And, their defense, they'll get in there. One dude blocked the ball with his head. Spain said, we ain't letting you shoot. They be blocking. That's something I noticed with Spain. They going to block you. You think you got the ball? Okay, they're going to get it back. Even when they mess up, they can get the ball back. He said he got 2 girls and make 1 girl. Ella Snap, bless his heart. That's all the feedback I got for that man right there. So let's see how long I can go for. If I can do an hour, that's might be pushing me. But we're going to talk about Spain all day, basically. How are you guys doing? You guys follow all these people online. These people never ask you how you doing. Gordon Ryan never asked you how you're doing. Danaher never asked you how you're doing. Who else? None of these people you guys follow, they never ask how you guys are doing. I do, though. But I'm a different breed of person. That's all I show speed over there. Now, I didn't realize I show speed. I was kind of zoned out during the halftime show. I watched the Justin Bieber, Shakira. Is that in Burner Boy? Whatever the guy is, Nigerian dude. He said he was pushed to his limits. Y'all, don't be like LL Snap, y'all. Y'all, don't be like LL Snap. Whatever you guys do, don't be like LL Snap. I can't even read. The comments not even showing up. Let me make sure the comments aren't showing up. Okay. I'm glad the comments are showing up. Did I turn something off? Oh, I got to refresh it or something? Yeah, them comments ain't even popping up. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I missed did anybody watch the halftime show? I watched a little bit of Justin Bieber, a little bit with Shakira. Shakira, how old is Shakira? Is she about 50 years old by now? She was out there shaking it. I don't know how long she can shake it for, though. She might have to retire soon. She out there like Messi. Who else was out there? I saw the one where they had all the kids. I miss I Show Speed, though. He was out there. I didn't realize that till later. Because that was a long game, y'all. That game was long.
up in the air.
Let me know if you guys can hear that.
Put your flags up, 'cause this is the World Cup. Put your flags up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your flags up, leave them now. Let's go, let's fight. We up tonight. One break, that's right. One world, unite. We live for this moment.
Now, why they got Speed over there singing? He can't sing. He can't even dance. Snap, you need to calm down. Yeah, I didn't see it. When was this?
Put your flags up in the
Oh,
air.
it was at the beginning of the show? Yeah, that's at the beginning.
Put your flags up, 'cause this is the World
That wasn't the halftime
Put your
show.
flags up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your flags up, leave them there. 2026, baby.
Yeah, that wasn't the halftime show. That must have been earlier.
Let's go.
I think it was earlier. We need to let the real artists sing.
I step with my left.
We need to let the real artists sing. We need to let the real artists sing. Next, they're gonna have me out there singing. Streamers, I like streamers as much as anybody else, but they can't be in everything. Oh yeah, BTS. I did see BTS, Shakira, Bieber. Who else was over there? Who else? Madonna. I like a couple Madonna songs, but I was like, get her off of there. Why is she? Wasn't Madonna there? Why was she out there? Why was Madonna out there? Can somebody let me know? Why was she out there? Yeah, why was she out there?
Yo, take a picture. Oh my God!
Yeah, BTS. I show speed. I think.
Big fan, bro. Big fan. Oh my God. Big fan, y'all. Oh crap! We just met BTS. Yo, take a picture.
Shout out to him. He got to enjoy those knees. Eventually, what are you going to do when he can't do that backflip? Now, once you hit about 25, I don't know if you're going to be backflipping like that as much.
We at the World Cup final! Spain scored! Spain scored! Yes! Es Mario Dale! Spain, yes! I'm saved! Oh my gosh, thank you. Lamine Yamal! Ferran Torres! Oh my God, I can sleep good at night.
Why you got the double jersey on? You can't do that. That's cheating. He got two jerseys on. You got to wear one jersey. You can't have two jerseys on in case one team wins. But I guess, he's paid by, now Argentina. Where's Lucas at? Lucas, where are you? You guys been throwing stuff at this man this whole tournament. Suge Knight. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You are Suge Knight, bro. Argentina kept throwing stuff at him.
Bro, stop throwing stuff, bro. Stop throwing stuff.
I hope that wasn't Atlanta. Was that Atlanta? That was Atlanta. They were throwing stuff at him in Atlanta.
Bro, stop throwing stuff, bro. Stop throwing stuff.
What? Argentina, you guys. Lucas, where are you, Lucas? Where's Lucas at?
Your final score from New York, New Jersey in the 2026 FIBA World Cup Final.
We got some cartoons. and stuff. Like that.
O Messi tá dando banho no Yamal de novo. Que momento lindo. E agora o show de Justin Bieber, que é o 20º. Já tem 20 minutos já essa apresentação. E lá vai Yamal pra cobrança. Tipo Martinez pega com a mão de elástico. E a pausa pra hidratação.
I like the Spanish guys here.
Hidratação no cabelo. E os jogadores da Espanha se preparam porque tá num acréscimo e a Argentina pode virar isso. A Argentina vai virar, pelo amor de Deus.
Were the Brazilians, were you guys supporting, No, I'm not leaving Lucas alone, Sarah. He was saying some crazy stuff. No, I didn't forget all the stuff he was saying. I couldn't say nothing back because Argentina kept beating everybody. Well, Lucas, get back on here. Get back on here, Lucas. Now, for real, Spain it should have been 3-0. Messi took 2 points off of their two goals off of their game, Sarah. Now, where's Lucas? Lucas, get on here and defend yourself. Let me drink those tears. Let me lick those tears off. Sarah's too nice. She said, leave Lucas alone. No, I ain't leaving that man alone. Get over here, Lucas. I want to see him crying in front on the live stream. We want to see that man crying. She said, leave him alone. No, you know how much stuff that man was talking? No, I want him over here. I want to lick those tears. My Brazilians, were you guys supporting Spain too? I think everybody's supporting Spain.
まだ喜ぶな。次の相手は。
Be humble, bitch, sit down. Be humble, sit down.
They weren't afraid of Messi. They were a little bit afraid of Messi.
させろ。俺たちをこうなきゃ先には進めない。
Well, we know what happened.
次はスペインか。
Spain played a good game, man. Everybody, it was a good game. You can't play around with Spain, bro. Their defense so good. Like, everybody's playing defense. Everybody played. You know who don't play defense? Messi. I didn't see Messi. Did anybody see Messi playing defense? He'd be like, I'll let you guys get the ball. And then the one guy, united hatred for Argentina. I mean, Argentina kind of deserved it. I think I got a video clip. You know, Argentina, they were down in Atlanta. Somebody had to twist one of those Argentinian friends up. What was I about to say? I don't know what I was about to say. Lucas, where are you? Lucas, where are you? Messi, they did turn up on Messi a little bit. Oh yeah, one guy from Argentina, with all the tattoos, he got that red card. They got him out of there. He got that red card, took him out of there. We ain't got no more cartoons. That might have been it.
Que por cierto, estoy esperando que la derecha, el PP y Vox, se solidaricen y muestren su respaldo a un futbolista, a Lamine Yamal, que simplemente por ondear una bandera, la de Palestina, ha sido criticado por el gobierno de Netanyahu. Menudos patriotas. Desde aquí todo nuestro respaldo a ese deportista y al pueblo palestino y todo nuestro rechazo ante la violación de derechos humanos y la legalidad internacional que está perpetrando Netanyahu.
Spain is not happy with Israel. I don't know exactly what happened. They are not happy. It says Spain's goalkeeper for the whole game. He was chilling. Wasn't he chilling? I don't know. I don't think Argentina got a shot off. Lucas, where are you? Lucas. Come over here, Lucas. Let me have your tears. Come over here. What's up, my man? It was a good game. I had to summon Lucas real fast. It was a good game, Lucas. It was a good game. Spain played good. You know what? Even when Spain was up, I was thinking, Argentina, you can't downplay Argentina. You can't. Now, when you guys got that red card, I was like, all right, this might be it. Spain was hard. Yeah, Spain. And Spain's good, man. Argentina did really good. Argentina played really good. Spain's defense, bro. They don't even let you have the ball. They don't let nobody have the ball. So it was a good game. Look how nice we are. Now, if Lucas won, if Lucas and Argentina won, he would have taken over the live stream. If Lucas, look how we're handling. If Lucas had won, no. If Lucas had won, we remember what you were saying the other day, Lucas. If Lucas had won, there would be there would be no stoppage of what he was saying, no end to what he would say. But look, Spain won. That's it. It was a good game. It was down to the wire because they were adding some time on there. I was like, oh, how much time are they going to add on there? And Spain did have a couple more goals. How did you feel about those goals that got taken away? Anti-Argentina. I mean, you guys were doing, the fans were doing some stuff down here. I think I got a clip. Let me see if I can find it. We'll skip some of this stuff over here. Let's see. I got stuff for days. Hey, we're gonna look at Victoria Vortex. Don't worry, we're gonna check her out real fast. Where is that clip at? I was looking for. I'm trying to look for it. Oh, we got Melky. We got a lot of stuff. Where is that clip at? We got CP. Dang, I'm way behind. Oh, here we are. They had to rough up some of you guys, bro. They had to rough up some Argentinian fans. That's over here in Atlanta. They had to rough up some of the Argentinians. Yeah, Atlanta Police Department over there putting hands on them. All right, we're not attacking the whole country. You guys watch no, we watched during the World Cup. Listen, I'm watching MLS now. Thank you, World Cup. I'm watching MLS now. Bro, you know how many stories I just dropped by? Kris Jenner, is that Caitlyn Jenner's mom, mourns death. Oh, Kris Jenner is, I don't remember who's who. Kris Jenner mourns death of mom, Mary Jo MJ Shannon at 91. Is that Kris Jenner's mom? Yeah, it must be. Okay, I got confused. Let's not. We're not gonna get into it, Lucas. Calm down. We're not gonna get into it. Just note everybody was against you guys. Just note Lucas. Why was the whole world against you guys? That's crazy. I never seen that before. Like always. Okay. Well, I'm not defending you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna defend you. Here's what you could do. You can start your own live stream. You can defend Argentina that way. There you go. Okay, let me see what else is going on.
Trying to break my butt scooting habit with an electrified dog collar.
Bad boy. Gotta zap the gay out of him. Get up and wrestle.
Trying to break my butt scooting habit with an electrified dog collar.
Bad boy. Gotta zap the gay
Hey, maybe that was real.
Get up and wrestle.
Was it real? I don't know. Sarah, don't worry. Sarah's gonna console you. Of course, we got Hanato Kanuto versus Ethan Krinelstein. When is this going to happen? 20th of August. Okay.
I was 19 and 20 when all of that happened, so I didn't really know how to like handle those emotions, and I didn't really know how to proceed further. All I knew at the time after my wins was that I was really burnt out by jiu-jitsu, and I was really burnt out by being a competitor. There's a lot that goes on in the background of this story. A lot of the times it felt like jiu-jitsu wasn't a choice. It was something that I was forced to do in order to like stay in the family and keep favor with my family. So when I had the option to take a step back, it felt really refreshing and it felt like freedom to me. So I decided to see what that would feel like.
Sarah, console that man.
I'm on my way to Fargo right now, and I'm thinking about the one and only year that I went. I want to share the story with y'all because I feel like it could resonate with somebody. So if you competed at Fargo already, or you started competing today or getting ready to compete soon, this is a word for you. Whether you got what you wanted or didn't get what you wanted. Listen, as most of you know, I didn't start wrestling until I was 16. I believe the year that I went to Fargo, it may have been my second year wrestling. I'm pretty sure. Like, I had 2 full seasons of high school wrestling and like maybe a month or 2 of freestyle. So the expectations were not very high, but of course I wanted to do well. I barely made the podium that year. Okay, I was so happy to at least have All-American. I took 7th place at Fargo. I know that when you're in high school, especially, every match can feel so big and every competition can feel so big. And obviously there's a lot of prestige that comes with Fargo, so I understand that it feels big. Believe it or not, most people are going to forget. I'll never forget being told by a coach that what you do in high school, it really doesn't matter that much. Like, sure, it can probably help with recruiting to some degree. But now, being a coach myself, your title or your ranking isn't the most important thing about you. I took 7th place at Fargo. I never won a high school state title. I eventually went on to become a 2-time collegiate national champ, eventually made Team USA, a couple age group world teams, a senior world team, and I think I would have rathered those accomplishments than a Fargo title. Now, I'm not trying to knock on winning Fargo, because if you do win, or you did win, that's awesome. Like, give yourself a huge pat on the back. You should be so proud of yourself. The work doesn't start there. I've just seen so many instances of some people who win early on in their career and then kind of trail off for whatever reason. Like, sometimes it just becomes about winning only for them, so they fall out of love, or there's just a lot of pressure on them, or they just follow a natural progression in life and follow a different career. I've also seen a lot of people like myself who, didn't win those big national titles early on, but went off to college and were super hungry and still felt relatively fresh in the sport, kept working hard, and then eventually found success later. So I just wanted to offer this as a word of encouragement, because what you do in high school, like, it's this small in comparison to the grand scheme of your life and the greater span of your wrestling career. If you let this one singular national tournament define you, that's gonna kind of suck the fun out of wrestling for you, and your identity is made up of so much more than just how you do this weekend or how you did this weekend. I wish you all the best of luck. If you already competed and didn't get what you wanted, just know that it's not the end, and it's okay to be upset, it's okay to be disappointed, but it's not okay to give up, and it's not okay to quit. Okay, love you all.
Oh, thank you, Miss Alex.
Juggernaut that is Fight to Win. Of course, we've been doing this with Fight to Win for a long time, since 2016. I was there at Fight to Win 2. And by Fight to Win 6, we were streaming events all across the country. Now, for me personally, Fight to Win 8 felt like something different. Felt like that things were moving in a different direction. We had guys like Gary Tonin versus Dustin Akbari on that card, Bill Cooper, Dean Lister versus Yuri Samois. These were incredible, huge matches, and the energy in that venue that
Fight
night,
to Win's all kids.
It felt different.
You gotta fight to win, it's all kids out there.
The moment that kind of defined that era happened much later in February of 2017. I'm talking about Marvin Castell. He had one of those rare transcendent moments in jiu-jitsu where he hit a highlight reel submission that we maybe haven't seen before or since. Incredible Imanari roll on the Fight to Win mats, and he was able to fall to the ground, spin on his shoulders like a break dancer, grab the leg and rip the submission in one of the most beautiful submissions I've ever seen. And the most viral video that Flow Grappling had ever posted up until that point. It was an incredible moment that finally the internet paused and paid attention to jiu-jitsu. Let's check this out, Amanda. Let's show them what we're talking about.
We don't care about that match. Jose Aldo was at it's 4 days ago. We haven't live streamed since about 3 days ago. Friday? I didn't even live stream on Friday. So yeah, Jose Aldo was at Atlanta.
Yeah, more. Anda muy.
Never mind. What are you talking about? You gonna check out Fight to Win? What do you mean you gonna check out Fight to Win? You don't know nothing about Fight to Win, Sarah? It's mostly kids nowadays, but I mean it's not bad. I ain't playing that. I'm trying to be nice to Lucas. I won't play that. Hey. Who kissed that wall, Lucas? Who kissed that wall, Lucas? Who kissed that wall? Let me Lucas, Lucas, who kissed that wall, Lucas? Lucas, who kissed that wall, Lucas? Who kissed that wall? Who's that? Who's right there, Lucas? Let me stop. I'm trying to be good. All right, let me get out of there before they turn the internet off. Let me be good before they turn the internet off. This how I used to be editing back in the day. That's how I used to be editing. That's how you guys want me to edit videos. That's how you guys want me to edit videos. You know how long it take to edit some of this stuff? I mean, not like the live stream's easy, but I'm saying like a real video. That thing take forever. You know how many notes I got to take? That's a cool setup though. Had the laptop hooked up right to the camera. We got Simone Biles with the girlies. What's up? Slumber party. Uh-oh. Okay, at least there's some color. Now, if you're the only black person at the slumber party, you might not make it. I'm real talk. Now, if you got some sisters, there, you'll be okay. Got about 4 sisters there. You're gonna survive that slumber party. Look, they got their wine. They about to gossip. Sarah, what you girls be talking about during the slumber parties? Sarah, what you girls be talking about at the slumber party? That's what I want to know. Who you be talking about? Oh, somebody pregnant. All right, shout out. She pregnant. All right. Mean Girls. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a fancy. That's a real slumber. That's a rich person slumber party. You get this the care bag. That's for rich people. They got the tumbler, the Stanley Cup with all that stuff, makeup and slippers. That's for rich people right there. Basketball court, on yoga on the basketball court. Was it also a gender reveal? Okay, I don't know what that was. Look at that, catered. Okay, now that's not a slumber party. They misused that term. That's not a slumber party. You don't have a catered slumber party. Got the grapefruit. They got one big grapefruit right there. All right, I might have to crash that. Yo, Simone, come over here. We're just gonna jump around. Let's see. Uh-oh. Is that a video? It says blue belt charged with manslaughter. Oh no. See, that's why you can't trust no blue belts or white belts. They might kill you over here. Excuse my language, YouTube. They might do something to you to hurt you. They were just having fun. Nah, I know we girls. I mean, let me stop. I plead the fifth. What the heck was this? Oh, let me see if I can find that. Is that true? I don't see it. I'll look for the story later. I do think I heard something about that story. Says FIFA introduced first ever championship rings for the 2026 World Cup winners. Okay, shout out to them. We got Mr. CP. Look at CP looking all. CP need to run for office. CP, where are you? CP, look at CP looking regal over there. Let's read what CP had to say. He says, earlier this month, I had the honor of joining Ambassador Callista Gingrich and Speaker Newt Gingrich. I was messing up his name. I remember, didn't he run for some office or something? I remember he used to be, more popping back in the day. Gingrich. At the U.S. Embassy's Independence Day celebration in Bern, Switzerland. Marking America's 250th birthday. In her remarks, the ambassador, so I guess the wife is the ambassador, invoked Albert Gallatin, the Geneva-born American who became our longest-serving Secretary of the Treasury. Swiss ideas and Swiss people helped build America from its earliest days. Is that true? Oh, from back in the day? That history is why our nations are called sister republics. Living between them has shaped my journey as a scholar, a veteran, and an American, and deepened my conviction that leadership is a practice of service and humility. Sarah might take some of these jiu-jitsu guys out. Bro, I'm behind on so many stories. I'm just zooming up. Somebody said right after Craig Jones, somebody's blaming this earthquake in Mexico on you, Craig. It said magnitude 7.4 quake hits Mexico coast, triggering tsunami threat. Somebody blamed it on Craig Jones. Helen Morales, she's out there, living her best life. One day she'll settle down, y'all. She traveling the world, meeting those boys, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. She's out there living like a lot of these guys over here, Sarah. Mikey says, there's too many Mikeys on my mind. That's got to be AI. Or maybe he edited that. I don't know. I ain't reading all this crap. Shout out to Hane Souza. We call him Renee. His father passed away. You can't even recognize Renee over there. Let me find a picture of Renee that you guys can see. Yeah, Renee. Remember Renee? He does the buggy choke and some other stuff. Oh yeah, he was Speaker of the House. He didn't run for office or anything. That must have been 2004. He was the Speaker of the House. That's a long time ago.
Hey guys, Mateusz Szczeciński here. I would like to invite everybody for ADCC Wars this September in Poland. It's going to be very big for me, very big for our community in Poland and in Europe in general. So you can't miss this. It's going to be in the biggest venue in Poland, one of the biggest in Tauron Arena. So please don't miss it. You can buy tickets on eBilet.
Says the scenario I wish for Judgment Day. Is that what happened in the Let me stop. I'm trying to be nice to Lucas today. I'm trying. I'm trying to be nice, Lucas. We got an old picture. Old picture. What year was 27 years ago? That's an old picture. That's an old school jiu-jitsu academy back in Sao Paulo. Lamine is tough. He's still a kid. didn't translate that at all. 27 years ago. Yeah, that's an old school jiu-jitsu picture back in the day. It probably was an in-house tournament or something. Junie's got some hot bath weight cutting tips for us. Let's see what he's got to say. No Epsom salt needed. Keep the temperature 104 to 107. You want to sweat, but don't burn your body. Okay. Dang. 104. That might cook you up. 104. Ain't 100 the boiling point? That might cook you up a little bit. You're going to cook your insides up.
For the camp, you gotta stay one of these hotels.
Girl, I've been on like the verge of tears all fucking morning. I'm like, I'm not doing it till I get there if I can put out of your company because, like, seriously?
Yeah, so I'm covered.
Great, you're so freaking awesome, man. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much any of this means to us. Like, I know we just met and all the things and we're just regular jiu-jitsu people. This is wild.
Yeah, you guys can be out on the 29th.
Okay.
And then you check in and stuff. You stay with the hotel rooms, everything covered, food. We'll get to these training.
Stuff like this. Thank you so freaking much, man. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Wow. This is the whole thing what we're seeing. You know when you're new for a lot of things that happen.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to think I forgot about you guys. Been busy.
I don't know what they're talking about. Shout out to my Filipinos, everybody. You know the food. I believe ube is from the Philippines. It's a root or something, right? Everybody trying to make something with ube in it.
Ube horchata, I had it. It's delicious. What else you got?
Ube horchata.
I believe it's chocolate horchata.
Okay, that looks good.
Nah, because at this point they playing with me. Y'all know
good.
Orange Dreamsicle my favorite flavor. Y'all my Orange Dreamsicle Connie Asado. They out here serving a big jug for the $8, y'all. We done pulled up to Mr. Agua Fresco over here in La Puente. Only open on the weekends.
$8 for some horchata?
They be selling out, my boy.
Ain't that too expensive? That's just rice water, right?
Look at that right there. They got a lot of flavors, but look at that.
That's rice water for $8.
Let's do a quick prayer first.
What's too hot? Oh, 104,
let it orange,
107.
let it green, let it sickle, let it cream, let it sickle, let it Mr. Agua.
You should have got that Abe.
DJ!
$8 for that? Ain't that inflation right there? Why a drink costs $8, y'all? Why a drink costs $8? Why is a drink $8? That isn't horchata. You know when you make rice, ain't that what you pour out? Ain't that what you pour out? The what is that called? The starch? Ain't that what? I don't know what it is. I don't really know what horchata is. Somebody inform me.
Because I actually
$8 for that?
Mr. Agua Fresco to make this bad boy. This is my first drink collaboration, y'all. We done been working on this for like a month and a half, y'all.
$8 for a drink?
So come try it.
Listen, people struggling too much to pay $8 for that. I'm sorry.
Maybe this is a hot take, but I think yelling and cussing people out is a sign of poor emotional intelligence and also just a clear lack of emotional control. I think it's especially disappointing seeing coaches and parents go off on kids and even full-grown adults too. I'm at Fargo right now, which if you don't know what that is, it's this massive national high school wrestling tournament for girls and boys. And there's already parents and coaches who are just ripping their kids a new one. Now listen, I understand that tough love is a real thing. I understand that sometimes you gotta give it to kids straight, you gotta be honest with them. I understand there being expectations, but I just don't think it's necessary, ever,
wrestling parents are worse than
full-on scream at children over losing a wrestling match. I just think you're a poor communicator if you can't express to another individual your thoughts, your feelings, your potential criticisms. If you can't do that in a level voice, and I'm not saying that you can't be stern, okay? I'm not promoting just constantly being gentle and passive. I just think that you can be direct and still kind. You can be clear and kind. I just think about what message it sends to this upcoming generation about how to communicate with people. I don't know, it just breaks my heart. It makes me so sad because more often than not, kids who grow up with that type of either parent, guardian, or coach, they don't last that long. Or they make it off and are able to compete at a high level, but eventually hit a plateau because this is messed up. So, anyways.
All right, Sarah. Sarah, you need to go police these girls over here, Sarah. Sarah, you need to go police these ladies. And some of you guys think I'm too harsh on Helena. I say everybody cover up. Cover up. Guys and girls, cover up. When you train, that's why when I train gi, I wear a rash guard and spats. Cover up. Everybody cover up. She's doing too much. She's doing too much. She doing too much. Let me go through her carousel real fast. Oh, she doing too much there. That's too much. She doing too much. And you know she gonna have her creeps. I better not see nobody liking that. Who is in there? I probably know some of these creeps in there. She doing too much. Sarah, you need to let these girls know as their big sister. I can't really say much because they'll take me out of here. He told me to cover up. One time I said, "Hey, don't date at your gym." Some dude on YouTube, he's pretty popping on YouTube. He jumped on me. You're victim blaming. I was like, no, wait a sec. I said, nobody date. You're victim shaming. Oh no, they attacking me. Okay. She's sponsored by Hyperfly. Is she sponsored by Hyperfly? Let me see. Hyperfly. Oh no, Hyperfly. You guys. I didn't even know that, Sarah. How did I know that? Hyperfly athlete. How did I know that? Hyperfly, you guys. Remember, this is before Sarah. Hyperfly was doing this collab with Playgirl. And I was like, wait a second. That's not what we want in jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu girls, you don't need to sell yourselves like this. Just train hard and compete and, put your instructional content out there. The cover-up campaign, yeah. I need Sarah to kind of head that because I can't hit that one. They might attack me. And I'm all for female empowerment, yada, yada, yada. Milky Gaval looking sad. We did talk about him getting caught with the cell phone, the burner cell phone in his underwear. It can't be this kind of phone because they're going to see that in your underwear real fast. They see that iPhone in there. Let me try to put myself on my under. That's too big. Sir, we see that cell phone. It must have been one of those old Nokia phones. If you had an old Nokia phone, you maybe could hide that a little bit better. Let me put my Samsung phone. I got two phones. That phone definitely not gonna fit nowhere. Alec, we see that phone. How are you supposed to hide this thing? It's big as my head. That thing is big as my head. It's big. It's bigger than my iPhone. Man, you can't hide these phones. You need a little Motorola. Yeah. Balea, Mr. Plead the Fifth in the house right there. He looking sad. Why he look sad? He did all the crimes. You do the crime, you do the time. Ain't that right, Balea? Balea might have been the informant. Balea might have been the informant over here. Don't hate on her coins. What coins are you talking about? Her coins? What are you talking about, Sarah? Don't date at your gym is good advice. What are you talking about? He gonna plead the 15. Oh, how to get followers, man. But listen. I'm more worried about the youth. You guys these people be ready to make a couple quarters, and they sell everybody out. And that's how Milky, he was doing that fight. He was using financial abuse. That's how he got a lot of those girls, supposedly. Josiah going wild right now and Flo. Oh, and what video? Send it to me. We'll check. We'll read his comments. Now I saw Grippo. Grippo painted his nails. The first thing I thought, I was like, dang, Josiah gonna get off on that. Grippo painted his nails. Any video? Yeah. I thought Josiah was a bot when Because he was everywhere. I thought he was a bot. AI robot. He might still be an AI. Josiah, are you an AI? The alligator? What does that mean? The alligator. I thought he was a robot for sure, bro. How can you be everywhere? Now one day they're gonna have to lock him up though. When Gianni Grippo get married, they're gonna have to lock him up. That's exactly what's the Turing test? This is exactly what the AI would say. Josiah is AI. Josiah AI, the stalking app. Stalking AI. That would be some nefarious technology right there. The stalking app, Josiah app, Josiah AI, Josiah Josiah AI Bill Hilarious. Shout out to BSM. We love BSM. BSM, the best thing that ever happened to Grippo. And now Grippo got that stalker AI on him. No, he's not, bro. Get out of here. I call Grippo my alligator. Oh, no. He ain't yours. He belongs to BSM. Not Josiah Bill Hilarious. Josiah, you are AI, bro. Okay, go away, Josiah. Sarah, get him, Sarah. Sarah, take him out, please. Sarah, please. Where's Sarah at? See, this is what Josiah need to be. Look, that's where Josiah need to be right there, looking sad after Grippo marries BSM. Yeah, that's what Josiah need to be. Where's Moneyburger? I don't know, man. He been quiet. Maybe he ran out of money or something. Where's Mikey at? Moneyburg gone. He done spent all his money. We need Balea to let me translate this. Y'all know Balea speak perfect Portuguese. All right, Josiah, go away. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Let's see what it says here. Melky Gaval, one of the best known Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coaches, best known. How was Melky Gaval one of the best known Jiu-Jitsu coaches? The only reason we knew Melky Gaval is because of his son. We didn't know him for being a coach. Remains in preventative detention in Sao Paulo amidst an investigation into sexual crimes. I guess we could say that on YouTube. How was he one of the best coaches? He didn't teach them kids nothing. What did he teach those kids? He getting out? Uh-oh. Blair, you joking, bro? I hope he's not getting out. As well as other offenses such as making threats and unauthorized access to electronic devices. To date, there have been no final conviction, and the case remains under investigation. Blair might be right. Uh-oh. That's... He gonna disappear and come back? I mean, if Gunrod can disappear and come back, I guess Melky Gaval can. Man, this is a crazy sport, bro. According to reports, during a surprise inspection this week at the Sao Paulo Civil Police Special Prison, that's a mouthful to say, officers found a cell phone hidden in Melky's underwear. Dang. The inspection was prompted by allegations that victims and witnesses were being threatened from within the facility. Before being transferred to Sao Paulo, Melky served a period of temporary detention in Manaus during the initial phase of the investigation. Subsequently, the court converted the measure into a preventative detention, a type of custody ordered to safeguard the investigation or judicial proceedings, or to prevent risk to public order. According to the latest information, the defense has filed a request for house arrest He might disappear if you go to house arrest, citing Melky's recent shoulder surgery. So far, there is no public confirmation that the request has been granted. The case is ongoing, and further details are expected to emerge as the investigation and judicial proceedings advance. What are your thoughts on this case? He might get out of there. The physiotherapist works for him. He might get out of there. That would be crazy. The one thing I know, I hope, is that he never watches the grandbaby. That's what I really hope. He never watches that grandbaby. I guess Mika got Val's chilling, you know. Oh, you think? Oh, the physiotherapist, they got him too. Yeah, it's possible, man. We got some bad news. Delta CEO says airline fares will stay elevated even if jet fuel prices fall. Now, why is that the case? Why is the prices going to stay the same? What are you saying, Belaya? So let me check that out. That's true. The thing is, if Delta does it, United will do it, and American Airlines will do it. Those are some of your major airlines right there. Your top airlines, United, American, Delta. Those are some of your top airlines. And they got rid of Spirit Airlines. They got rid of Spirit Airlines. And Spirit Airlines was the safest airline. Spirit Airlines was the safest airline. How are we supposed to do all these tournaments, Belaya? We can't even take Spirit Airlines to the tournament. How are we supposed to get to California if we can't take that Spirit flight? You got Sarah. They got Sarah on Frontier. Was it Frontier, Sarah? Allegiance, whatever you're on. She got to go out a week in advance or something to get to wherever she need to go. Let me look that up real fast.
I'm here with Ed Bastian, the Chief Executive Officer of Delta, after reporting earnings, overcoming what was a record bill for fuel and still continuing to maintain full-year forecast. You talk about the difficulties of this quarter as well as the resilience of the U.S. consumer. How much momentum is there under the U.S. consumer?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming down. There's not just one consumer in our marketplace, but broadly speaking, I think the consumer's doing well. Certainly the higher end consumer's doing very, very well.
Whoa. What happened, Terry? You said it shot. He's still going though, right? He said the consumers are doing well. Then he corrected himself. He said the high end consumers, not the poor people. Now, if you remember back in the day, flying was for rich people. If you were poor, you had to drive in the car or you didn't go anywhere. Now they're trying to go back to that.
I think the consumer's doing well. Certainly the higher end consumer's doing very, very well. That's our consumer base. When you look at what's happening in the market, when you see what's happening in real estate, opportunities for that consumer to invest in themselves, invest in the experience economy. They may not be buying things as much, but they're investing in things they care about for themselves, their families, their friends in the future, and that's travel.
You also talk about the difficulty, and we have seen oil prices inflect a bit higher. How much room do you have to maneuver if this is the new normal, or potentially $80 on Brent crude is the new normal, which we're just up against?
I think we'll do just fine.
He said consumers are doing well.
Our business model is geared towards a higher end consumer, so our consumer has the ability to sustain this.
So that's the CEO. The CEO says they're gearing towards the higher end consumer. Now, as far as I remember, most people not higher end. If you go on the airplane, there's only, probably 20 first class seats, I don't know, let's say 30 business class. Everything else is kind of in the back. Now, I guess they're going to push you out of there. They're going to kick me and Sarah off the plane. It might make the flying experience better, for sure. For sure. The flying experience is going to be better than ever. You're going to get treated well. But you're going to pay a premium for that. That's crazy.
In fact, we saw it in the quarter. We made at 9% operating margin with fuel prices much higher than where they are in the existing,
these companies,
the existing landscape.
These companies going to have to get bailed out eventually.
I think oil is going to stay sticky for longer. I'm not sure it's going to be in crude, though. I think the refined costs, the cracked spreads are where you're going to find it's going to take a lot longer for that to come down. All that's going to mean is those brands that bring value to consumers in terms of experience, bring opportunity for people to go and explore.
I don't know.
And
Travel's not a necessity, though.
As their means for enjoying life and getting away. And our international travel season is looking very, very healthy. Businesses, international, as I just said, American Express, our loyalty programs, our cargo business, we have so many.
They
different
make a lot of their
lines
money
business,
from American
including here in
Express.
the U.S., our domestic
those credit cards they be trying to push on you when you're walking through the aisle.
Fuel prices deterring
through the
You
airport.
talk about how this has been a sea change in terms of the ability for airlines to catch up with the pace of inflation. Not completely, but
let me read a couple comments. Somebody said, I'm a long-time Delta fan flying over 2.5 million miles. I have noticed a significant decline in reliability over the past few years. So you're paying a premium, but all these airlines offer the same things, right? When you get in there, okay, the infotainment system might be cool, the seat might be okay, but they kind of offering the same thing. Somebody said, so many lies. U.S. media is almost like North Korea. As a CEO, this is exactly what he should say. The plane could run out of gas and plunge into the ocean, and he would say, we'll be fine. I'm wondering about the future of these companies. I mean, now again, what was I looking for? Now again, Spirit Airlines just went out of business this year. So I guess that might be kind of artificially inflating some of the numbers, the 9% he said. These CEOs, all they care about is their whatever their stocks and their bonuses and their golden parachutes. They don't really care if the business does well. Because even if they get fired, they're going to have a nice little parachute out of there. Let me hear the United Airlines CEO. What he got to say real fast.
Before we get into the results, I just want to take a step back, because if we were back in the middle of March and I was sitting here and you were telling me what you were about to do, I'd be like, Scott Kirby's gone nuts, because energy prices have gone sky high. People are going to stop flying. They just won't pay up. Scott, can you take us behind the scenes, how you and the company navigated that energy shock over the past few months?
Thanks for having me this morning. And really, it is pretty remarkable. You look kind of at the full year, what happened. Fuel prices are up $6 billion compared to what we thought at the start of the year. And that compares to the best year in history, where we made a little under $5 billion. And the fact that we're sitting here today raising guidance and talking about at least having a shot at growing earnings on a year-over-year basis is a remarkable testament to the strength of demand. And the demand and the economy are really strong, but also that United Airlines has had the brand loyal United Next strategy that we had is the right strategy, and the people of United are doing a better job than any airline anywhere in the world at implementing that, at taking care of customers, and we've been able to attract enough of those brand loyal customers to United that we've mostly been able to overcome the fuel price spike. So I'm really proud of the team for what they've done.
Why be loyal to these companies? These companies don't care about you.
To make it feel just normal if you're flying on United or if you're working at United.
Scott, I remember earlier this year we were talking about how you expected demand destruction as prices got higher. You didn't see that. Neither did other people. And you said you were surprised that you didn't see more demand destruction. Are you starting to see any signs of that, or at least customer fatigue in pricing?
No, we aren't. Demand is incredibly strong for us. In fact, our fourth quarter yields are booked 14 points higher at this point in time than they were at the same point in time for 3Q. Corporate demand so far in July is up 30%. We really haven't. And I think as you sort of take a step back from it and look at what's really happened, it's air travel share of the travel pie got really, really small coming out of COVID. And even with fares where they are today, air travel is the prices are 13% lower in real terms than they were pre-COVID, while hotels are up significantly, and cruise lines and rental cars and everything else is up. And so I think we're just returning to a normal historic share of the travel pie for air travel. So the total cost of the trip is staying consistent with inflation, but after under-indexing to airlines, it's now over-indexing to airlines. And so the total cost of the trip isn't changing nearly as much as just airfares returning to the normal historical relationship that we've had to the total travel pie.
Oil prices have continued to inflect
what he
upward
just said.
as a result of
That's
a
that-
new
that's that CEO
resurgence
speak.
in the conflict in the Middle East. And I'm just
That's that
wondering, is
shareholder
there more
speak
room
right
to
there.
go with respect to responding to those extra oil price costs with higher fares going forward?
Well, like I said, airfares are down 13% in real terms from pre-COVID. So a short answer is yes. And in fact, there's been another fare increase this week. There were 5 or 6 when oil prices first spiked, and then when oil came down, they sort of paused, but there was another one this week. And so demand is strong, the consumer is strong, and it really is like our overall cost base. It's not just airfares, but our cost base with airport fees and maintenance and labor, those have actually gone up even more. And so it really is just a
Again,
case
these companies make a lot of money through their credit cards.
Cost increases that have happened.
The United credit card, Delta,
from the
Amex,
COVID
they make a lot of their money
trough,
through those credit cards.
We were joking, Scott, earlier that the airline industry also is an AI trade for a lot of different reasons, but in part because of the business travel and how much is picked up. How much do you see that being driven by all the capital markets activity that we keep talking about with the big banks, the idea that everyone needs to fly around, meet their clients as they prepare for these incredible fundraising exercises?
Well, I think it's probably more translated through in just what it means for the overall economy as opposed to, just specific the AI trade. But the economy is strong, and part of it is AI and all the build out that's happening with AI. But, as I said, 30% up in business travel so far in July.
The market
Business
is strong,
demand
but
really
the market's
strong.
not connected really to the economy
is really
like that.
strong, and
we think it is.
We're a beneficiary of that.
One thing that we've seen is increasing creativity when it comes to how you approach different premium offerings. The latest.
The economy's strong. People out there struggling. The economy's strong. Well, you got to remember, rich people, it's strong for them. Simone Biles got the girls out. Hey, listen, all these girls need to cover up. I enjoy these pictures. Thank you for sharing, but I prefer you just cover it up and keep that for your husband. Sarah, what do you think about this dress, Sarah? I hope that thing's secured. Her husband got 1 more year on that contract. We'll see how he does. Almost elegant. I don't know. Consumer is weak, the economy is weak. Now, the thing is, the stock market is different. It's kind of inflated. All that AI stuff, and people rallying, especially here in Georgia, people rallying against all those AI data centers they didn't know they were building. These corporations building those so many AI data centers. And we'll see. I was reading something, them chips they be using, those things get worn out real quick. It's cover up. Well, hey, listen, that's why you make your money and you get out of there. They make their money, they get out of there. They make their billions, their trillions of dollars, and they get out of there. Or they get bailed out. I know her husband's standing by her, but look, that's the first image. The first image is where's her husband at? Why wasn't that the first image, Sarah? Why was this the first image? The first image that first image tells me everything I need to know. The first image. The first image tells me everything. The first image that told me everything. We got Bozinga. All right, we got it.
I actually don't know.
Oh yeah. Now people rallying against them.
This is an original Ebony magazine from 1973. And do y'all see the article that is in here? Argentina, the land of the vanishing blacks. I think it is so dope that an historically black magazine has
Yo, that look like
a spread. It's like a
I thought that was Messi's wife right there on there.
page spread about Afro-Argentines and where are the black people in Argentina. And it has like pictures.
What's up, Mush?
Of
the B Argentinas.
It's so dope.
You know, I was celebrating
because
Mush.
people try to make it seem that like talking about race in Latin America is such a like only a U.S. logic thing, but race making is embedded into Latin America.
We had Lucas
and
upset over here.
And plays such a big role into why we understand it the way we do, and so. Just know that I am cooking up something really dope. Is that the kid with the tattoos? But
they got the red card.
Out that this one came out in 1975, but this one is by the same journalist from 1960. This was 1973 and this is 1965.
Okay. I was happy when he got out of there.
Almost 10 years apart. She went to
Brazil
that red
card.
first,
I was like, yeah.
to figure out about the myth of the racial democracy. Then she went to Argentina because they say we don't exist there. What were her findings, right? And these are conversations that are happening in the 60s and the 70s and obviously before that. But this is why it's so
people act
important
like we don't remember what happened in the 60s and 70s.
History.
It wasn't that long ago.
They've been talking about
it. A lot of us got family, parents born in the 60s and earlier.
I'm just really excited to show them to you.
Why people be acting like we don't know what happened in the 60s and earlier? I mean, I know my neighbor's 103 years old. Great grandma's 100. Yeah, all these. I know a lot of old people, not from 90 years old, 80 years old. Hey, how was it back then? Oh yeah, this and that happened. Oh yeah. I was so happy. I was watching, bro. I was worried because towards the end, you can't let Argentina, because they already took. Technically, it should have been 3-0, Mush, but you can't leave Argentina alone, especially towards the end. You can't relax on Argentina like England did. It was a good game though. The Spanish team was good, bro. They got that defense. They be blocking everything. Mush said he's the first person. Dang. And if your family been here since, 17, 16 something, 15, 16, whatever, that's a long time. That's a lot of people. Why they act like we can't talk to people? Why they act like we can't talk to people that were born during segregation? I can call somebody up right now. Oh, how was it back then? Oh, it was like that. Oh, okay. Most of our politicians were alive during segregation. Most of our presidents. Most of our presidents were alive before segregation. That was ended on paper. And I ask you, when did segregation stop? Did it stop when they signed the paper? The 13th and 14th Amendments? Is that when it stopped? Is the 14th Amendment? Which one am I thinking of? 14th Amendment was that wasn't. Let me check my amendments. But during the Civil Rights Acts, yeah. Did segregation end during the 1965, 1964 Civil Rights Acts? Because even when they tried to integrate those schools, that wasn't that long ago. Ruby Bridge. Let's see. Yeah, when was that? That wasn't that long ago, man. She's still alive. She like 70 years old or something.
November 14th, 1960 was the first day of first grade for 6-year-old Ruby Bridges of New Orleans.
1960 wasn't that long ago.
That was also a memorable date in American history.
I know a lot of people from 1960, 1950s, 40s, 30s, 20s. I knew people from the 1910s. When I was little, people from the early 1908. Why they act like we couldn't talk to people that were old back in the day? How was it back then? Oh, they used to do this, and that.
It was the first day of court-ordered
1960?
desegregation
That ain't that
of the New
long.
Orleans public school system. Back in 1954, the Supreme Court declared the racial segregation of
1954.
public schools unconstitutional. More than a year later,
Brown
some
versus Board of
African-American
Education.
parents in New Orleans sued the school board for failure to comply with the court's ruling. Finally, after almost 5 years of legal wrangling, a federal order was issued, demanding the gradual desegregation of New Orleans schools, beginning with the first grade. So, in November 1960, Ruby was one of only 4 black students starting first grade at the previously all-white schools.
Okay.
Ruby,
So this is a little girl starting first grade. You know any first graders? They just happy. Now, you know, those white people were out there. Those white people were out there. They were a little angry at her.
This story began more than 3 decades ago when an extraordinary young girl helped change America by integrating what was an all-white elementary school in the South. Her childhood was frozen in time.
It's only 3
in a
years
famous
older than the
painting.
Super Bowl? I didn't know that.
But she has grown up now, and this week she returned to a very different school in a very different
Let's
time.
skip ahead. I just want to see her
Wyatt
walking.
Andrews continues her story in Tonight.
But now imagine
Look at all these white
1960.
people. Can you imagine all these white people chasing a little first grader? That's crazy, bro. Why are you so scared of a little first grader going to school?
Parents outside this
They're
same
out there.
school were venting hate. France was among the first public grade schools in the South to integrate. And the first black child to
She had
enter
to have the
France,
National Guard out there to
6-year-old Ruby
protect her.
Bridges came to school with federal marshals every day, running
federal
this
marshals.
gauntlet of hate.
God demands segregation. Did you see that?
Every year,
Did you
France,
see that?
6-year-old Ruby Bridges came to school with federal marshals every day.
God dang. At least you guys didn't have to deal with that in Haiti, Sarah. You guys, at least you guys were safe over there in Haiti.
Running this gauntlet of hate.
Well, not safe.
I remember my mom saying to me, Ruby, don't turn around, just look straight ahead.
Ruby Bridges
I could,
about
see things hitting the pavement.
She might
They
be
were actually
she might be in her
throwing
70s, bro.
It sounded like a nursery rhyme, and so even when we went home that day, I
White
would
people had
sing
some
it,
cool
2,
haircuts
4,
back in those
6,
days.
8.
They had
We don't want to
the
integrate.
slick back kind of thing.
So I didn't quite
I
understand
don't know
what all
what that's
that
called.
meant.
What's up, Dave Chopper?
Going in that school.
It's a white school. Day after day, because the whites were boycotting,
They for
Ruby
sure didn't want no
came to
Puerto
class
Ricans over there.
completely alone.
She never cried. She never complained.
Alone, except for her teacher, Barbara Henry.
She was by
I thought
herself.
it was extraordinary that any one child could have the sense of self, the independence that she had.
She had a purpose in life, even at 6.
Dr. Robert Coles is a Harvard professor and children's expert who has studied Ruby and been her friend from the beginning of her ordeal. He wrote a children's book about Ruby this year to tell all children they too can rise above their surroundings.
And I want, in a way, for children to stop and think about how they might follow in her footsteps, not by going through mobs, but by taking steps to be larger and bigger morally.
So she is part legend now, the inspiration
that
for this Norman Rockwell vision.
Nice meeting you.
But what makes her truly remarkable is that last Monday, Ruby Bridges came back to the Fran School.
I'm excited about it.
This time as the parent-teacher liaison. Ruby Bridges Hall now, the mother of 4, has exchanged her business career
That's right, Gregory. I'm going to get to know your mom.
to try again to improve what's become an all-black inner-city school.
Those white people.
I can't.
Those white people left though. They got out of there. So segregation. When did segregation end? I can show you some places. I can show you some places where it didn't end. We did talk about Ralph Gracie giving Bolsonaro a black belt. I can't defend that. And then Hobson Gracie gave Bolsonaro. Ralph gave the son, Flavio Bolsonaro, a black belt. Flavio, is that him? And Hobson gave Jair Bolsonaro a black belt, his father. If that makes any sense. Pretty crazy. Let's see. What was this? You know, Raph is doing their next gen thing. That's kind of cool. Craig over here. What was Craig doing? Was it his birthday? Oh, it's not his birthday. Was it his birthday? Was it Craig Jones' birthday? I don't know. Was it your birthday, Craig? Let us know. We missed it. We got A-Rod over here. The dance he was doing. Yeah. I never met a Brazilian that couldn't dance. We got A-Rod over here with her new boyfriend. It's not me, y'all. I promise.
Depois de eu mostrar meu talento pra você.
Você já mostrou o talento já. Será que tem manualzinho, vida?
I can't deal with the girl with the deeper voice.
Branco.
Amor.
O que, vida? Tá errado, né?
Não sei, calma aí.
Essa.
Então.
Me dá.
You know what you do? Whenever I see the girl with the boyfriend, I always look at the dog. How's the dog acting over there? The dog don't like that boy.
Que vinha, mas...
Look, the dog don't trust him.
Calma. Cheiro bom, né?
The dog don't trust him. That's why the dog over there looking.
Cheiro de madeira.
Man, they got to put the IKEA furniture together? That's going to test your relationship right there.
Todas as...
Nah, only one person needs to put the furniture together, because that's going to test your relationship.
Boa. Bom, então todas as peças que estavam aqui dentro.
Mostra lá o que você comprou.
Não, mas esse aqui é o item necessário na vida do adulto premium. Tem que ter em casa.
He ain't got no tools?
Né?
That thing new.
Caraca, mandou bem, hein, vida?
Bom.
The IKEA got the tools in there for you.
Então tem que ter todos esses...
Oh, no, you can't.
Todos esses...
Let me stop you guys. You can't, don't ruin your relationship that early on by trying to put some IKEA furniture together. That's not going to work. That might break your relationship apart. Because I see you people out there, you guys can't work together with your spouse.
Vamos separar por quantidade.
She gonna tell you to do it this way. Look, she reading the instructions. He trying to just do it the way he want to do it.
Ter testado, sabia?
A gente vai testar agora, ao vivo.
O pessoal ver como é que se monta.
She need to stop filming. Because that's gonna take you a while to put together.
Então a gente precisa daquelas duas.
Resolve tudo, meu. E videogame, hein? Vai liberar eu posso jogar um videogame?
You gotta charge the battery. Oh, it's already working.
Ah, tá carregado já.
Oh, see, look, that's the tool from the box. Okay, you're using the. Is that a desk? They should have just edited this part out.
Ai, que bom que ela é levinha.
This is actually a good way to test your relationship.
Bom, você quer que eu esquente o café pra você?
Quero.
Hey, I would have just done it by myself. I would have done it by myself. Hey, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you later, baby. I'll do it. Don't break the desk.
Aonde, amor?
Amor, ficou mais alta a mesa, achei.
They can't put that together? That's the easiest thing to put together. I thought if it was a shelf or something.
Amor, é muito baixa, velho. A gente comprou pensando em você, né?
Aguenta 200 quilos, tá dizendo, tá?
Duvido.
Tá dizendo lá no anúncio. Aperta aí, vida.
Até furou.
Agora
furou aqui, tá bom.
What's Mikey doing?
What's up, guys? UFC
Never
Oklahoma.
mind. We got Choi from the Choi Bar. What are they doing? Translation not working. Looks like they're working on a new school, new space. It says Dana White when someone talks about fighter pay. That sounds about right. You mean Yamal and Messi?
やだ髪は洗わない
動くなヤマルすぐ終わる
やだもう綺麗だもん
全然綺麗じゃないぞ小さな怪獣
怪獣はメッシだ
はい笑ってお前は絶対にサッカー選手にはなれない
なってみせるいつかお前たちに負けない強いチームを作るそして世界一のサッカー選手になる絶対に見せてやる
俺たちを超えるつもりか
そうか。なら、この帽子をお前に預ける。俺にとって大切なものだ。大事にしてくれ。いつか立派なサッカー選手になったら返しに来い。それが俺たちの約束だ、ヤマル。
嬉しい。
ついに。
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. We got Victoria Vortex. Victoria Vortex. Sarah, where's Sarah at? Sarah, again. I got Siri's over here acting up too. Again, Sarah, I argue the first image says everything to me. Where's Sarah at? Sarah? Sarah's the, she's in charge of what these girls wear. Now, we appreciate, hey, bodies tea, as Sarah told me to say. Now that first image tells me everything. I don't see no boyfriend or nothing. I don't see a boyfriend nowhere, Sarah. What does that mean? Mush said he gonna have to slide in her DMs. That's what Mush told me. All right, she got the nail polish matching the bikini. That's crazy. Where's the boyfriend at, Sarah? Sarah be defending everybody. Okay, there's definitely no boyfriend in any of these pictures. I guess the boyfriend's okay with it. I see everything. Now, I don't bring up everything, but I do see everything. Hey, the body's tea. Victoria, kudos to you. Kudos to you. That hard work right there. All right, let me get out of there. Speaking of Victoria, we got her homegirl, Miss Helen. What's going on, Helen? Helen need to settle down too. I don't know. That doesn't really say much about him. If you guys see me with the girl and she's doing all that, that's too much. Hey, listen. If you with me, you got to be respectable. You need to be respectable. Take those pictures down. I'm looking at every picture. Put the one with me and you. Yeah, put that one. Okay, take that picture off. Okay, put the one with the cat and the dog. Okay. Look, Helen's a little bit better. She does a little bit better over here. It says he recorded a 53 vertical, 53 inch. What is that? Oh, God. Jesus. That's like the top of the basketball goal. He got 500K for that. What are we adding to the list? What did I say? Respectable. Yeah, that's basic.
Welcome to Ask a Meet, where I answer questions about mindset and pretty much anything. I've been wrestling since I was 4 years old, and I've just been through a lot. I'm also a mom to this little guy, Arya. I'm going to start out with this question. How do you prepare yourself mentally for matches? One thing that always sticks in my mind as a perfectionist is you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough. I focus on staying present in the moment. I don't think about the outcome, the pressure. I remind myself that I don't have to compete. I get to compete. I like to repeat positive affirmations that I'm strong, I'm capable, that I worked hard for it. I like to think about what I'm going to do in the match, right? A little bit of a game plan. Strong. This could be just a few sentences like, start first, be offensive, fight hard, wrestle to the last second. These positive things that you remind yourself, if you get into that spiral of getting into your head and overthinking, pause and just remind yourself just 1, 2, or 3 really simple things that you can fall back on to reset and refocus. I feel nervous every time I compete. It's actually a good thing. I want to be at this perfect
Yeah,
middle
elbow.
ground. Feeling
Take
too
the elbow.
nervous,
Yeah.
I'll do something to calm myself down. That might be listening to calming music or
Real
talking
hair,
to
4
a friend.
natural,
If I'm feeling
5
too
under
relaxed, I'll
15%.
do
Yeah, that's
something to
not
hype
bad.
myself
That's pretty-
up. I'll listen to
that's a
some
good
hype
list right
music
there.
or
Thank
just
you,
look
Sarah.
around at my surroundings because competition environments hype you up. When there's pressure and expectations, that means that people believe in you. So you should go
I might
ahead
need
and
to-
believe in yourself.
I should
As
make a
an
t-shirt about
athlete,
that.
you learn who you are and what works best for you. Nobody knows you better than yourself. I'm super excited to have started this series, so go ahead and comment any other questions you have, and we'll just take it from here. Thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you have a great day.
I'm gonna make a t-shirt from that. That's kind of. Is that too much to ask for? No. I think that's reasonable for me. For me, not for everybody. That's reasonable for me. I'm putting that in my notes. Alex list. Requirement list, yeah. Requirement. I can't spell. We need to ask Mush what's on his requirement list. Mush, what's on your requirement list, Mush? What Brittany Rayner? I gotta get off of here in 30 minutes. What time is it? Shoo. That's fine.
As for me, I'm Brittany Renner. So, baby, if I got it once, I can get it twice. If I've never gotten it, I can get it. You know what I mean? So it's
And
like,
you know what? Listen. None of that got to do with money. I didn't say anything about money or anything. I ain't say nothing about height. All I said, I did say something about the elbow. That is true. I did say the elbow. No elbow.
understand
No
what people
sharp
say, 'cause
elbows.
it's been so hard rebuilding my life financially. It's like I have double the responsibility, not really half the help. That's okay. God sees all, you know, the God that you claim you believe in. But yeah, so yes, I left every time. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, you got to think about it. If I'm so head over heels in love with people and I care about them, I have a baby for them, or they beat in every chamber of my heart, and all of a sudden now I just don't care anymore. What you think
she
happened?
don't care. I mean, she got her baby daddy's a basketball player. She should be okay.
The inner people know way more than the public knows, right? So all the big names are all kind of scum, unfortunately, and nobody wants to say anything.
I didn't
and
even
it's just
mention
like
money.
kept on the hush, and then things come out, and everyone's shocked. And it's like, guys, we all
Go ahead,
know
put that on the
We
list too,
see
though.
in these situations as they unfold, the people that do say something, nothing really happens as a result. Like the IBJJF does not ban these people. They're not
They
kicked
banned
out of their
Milky
gyms.
Galvao.
Their gyms aren't closed down by a
They
third
banned
party. They
didn't
still
ban
go
Andre
on to
Galvao,
teach,
though.
and
They
they still
let
go
him
on
go.
to teach women and coach women and young girls. I don't think I can give advice for people that are already in jiu-jitsu prime, because you probably, if you're the type of person that sees toxicity and wants to do something about it to protect yourself or your people, you will. And if you don't, you won't.
So they saying that lab-grown meat is now FDA approved in America. And for context,
I'm gonna leave that for you guys to
Tyson,
eat.
who is the main chicken supplier for
don't even eat
KFC,
Tyson.
Taco Bell, and McDonald's, they've been investing in lab-grown meat since 2018. And we all know that Tyson is the largest chicken supplier in the nation. So they've been investing in this for a while. And now they saying in the near future, whenever you get your chicken McNuggets or your KFC, your Taco Bell or whatever, it's a very high possibility that you're going to have some lab-grown meat in there. And there's a lot of people, millions of people that eat at these restaurants and have no idea what's going to be put in their body. And you know it ain't just going to start there. It's going to spread. It's going to spread.
Is that true?
Tyson is the biggest supply. It's the biggest in providing chicken. And they sitting up there been trying to get lab grown meat, if you didn't hear me, since 2018. Been in the works. We really at that time now. And I just don't understand how we have millions upon millions of people who are against this and don't want this, and it's still happening.
Cost.
Still happening.
Cost.
Because the powers that be It's a money game, y'all. Everything always comes down to money. Now, I don't know how, in my mind, I'm trying to fathom how lab-grown meat, how they going to profit. I don't know if it comes, in my mind, I would think it's cheaper because you're growing in the lab now. Now we ain't got to go out there and slaughter real live animals. Is that where they going? Is that where they going with it? You ain't got to go out there and get the animals down.
Yeah.
You can just grow it in a lab.
Yeah, it's easier.
And that's cheaper. Is that called? Is that? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section about this.
Sarah, Sarah don't eat none of that. Let's see. I had some matches to watch. Maybe we'll watch them tomorrow. I don't see any lab-grown meat. They got some stuff from a long time ago. I don't see anything recently. I understand it from a ethics point of view. I don't want to see animals get killed or be killed. I like all those animals, the chickens and the cows, and I like those. That's true, but I also don't want to eat lab-grown food, though. There might be some things, it's going to be processed, but, that processed stuff, at least they kill every nutrient out of there. So you probably won't get sick. You will get sick, but you won't get sick. You'll get sick long term, and they'll give you a pill or something for that. They're going to have us eating some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I don't see anything here. I don't see anything recently. From an ethics stand of view, I understand. Let me see this. Sarah, you gonna eat that lab-grown meat, Sarah?
Meat is meat grown from animal cells. It's delicious meat, the meat we love to eat, and in this instance, we are actually selling chicken. So we've grown chicken from animal cells, and we're selling it to customers that love the product. And because there's a ban
that didn't come from. What part of the chicken was that from?
From July 1st in Florida, we thought, why not give Floridians
this is
a
2
chance?
years ago.
Their first chance and maybe the last chance in a while.
They already got you eating this stuff.
Cultivated chicken.
I would say the texture itself is a little bit different, but the taste was really, really good. Way better than I was expecting. It was really good.
What were you expecting? They over here experimenting on you.
Like eating chicken breast.
They over there experimenting on you.
With spices, but
that ain't no chicken breast. How's it a chicken breast if it didn't come from a chicken? We have a meat product, so that's what McDonald's CEO was saying. Meat product,
just like chicken, which was insane. And then when you go to eat it, it's juicy. It kind of has the same texture as chicken. I mean, as a chef,
how did they grow? I want to see how they grew it.
Work
They're growing your food. They're growing your meat now. Well, they grow your vegetables. They can grow your meat too. Now, let me see the laboratory where that meat was made.
I think we should be allowed to eat what we choose to eat. I mean, Florida's all about free market and choice and personal choice and everything, personal liberties. Why can't we eat what we want to eat? I mean, if it's bad for us, not that I believe it is. I think the science is proven, but even if it is, why can't we eat it?
They over there experimenting on you. That's why this CEO of McDonald's. I can't spell McDonald's. He said you guys eat meat product.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. Possibly. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. I've never tried this before. Holy cow.
Look at this product.
That is a big burger.
We've
got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it.
I've never actually eaten one of these products.
Oh, there's
before.
also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
Can you imagine? What's your job? Oh, I'm the CEO of McDonald's.
That is so good. That's a big bite.
He did
for a
not.
big
He did
arch.
not swallow that.
It's distinctively
It's still in his
McDonald's.
cheek. He's
Only
still got it in his
McDonald's can do
cheek.
this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else.
He still got the meat hanging in his cheek.
Delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness.
He should have spit it out.
But those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture, and of course we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch. But Big Arch,
I'm going to throw this
try it
away.
when
But I'm
you
going to
get
eat the rest of my. That was a great meat product. Dang. God, dog. These CEOs kind of suck. I never It's true though. What CEO have you guys met? Any CEOs? Like, I don't know. They all seem kind of. You got to bring shareholder value. That's how they be laughing. Now, if I ever get some money, I'm gonna start laughing like that. That's if I get some money, you guys gonna know because I haven't changed my laugh. I'm gonna start calling things product and talking about shareholder value. I'm really ready to get off of here. I got about 20 minutes. Let's see what else we got. We got Craig's Spanish girl over here. Okay, yeah, how's she doing? She got the gi on. All right. Okay, she got some heels on. You know she's short. Short girl, stop wearing these heels, man. We know you short. We know you short. And we can tell you short because the way you walking in them hills. We know you because you're not used to being up there that high. Let the tall girls be tall. Shout out to Sarah. Let the short girls be short. Look at them hills. You're going to twist your ankle. You're going to ankle lock yourself. Dude, that's too much hillage. If you're short, just be short. That's what I do. Something with the what are those guys called? The Tate brothers. They got arrested.
Developing right now. The Tate brothers are expected to appear in court today in Miami after their arrest happened over the weekend.
And that comes after an extradition request from the UK. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi is in Miami, where the attorney for the Tate brothers spoke out today. Hannah.
The attorney says these new charges from the United Kingdom are politically motivated and that the brothers plan to fight the extradition.
Over the weekend, controversial social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested by U.S. Marshals following an extradition request from the United Kingdom, where prosecutors there have brought up 38 additional charges.
These charges are salacious and defamatory charges.
The new charges include allegations of rape, arranging or facilitating human trafficking for sexual exploitation, assault, and other offenses. Andrew Tate also faces additional charges involving indecent images of a child and extreme pornography.
Andrew and Tristan Tate have been accused of the most heinous acts that two men could be accused of for the past several years.
Regarding the new charges, their attorney, Joseph McBride, told reporters today the brothers are innocent and intend to fight the extradition request.
The United Kingdom is conjuring up 32 new charges. Some of them are despicable, meritless, heinous, and atrocious.
The Tate brothers hold dual U.S. and UK citizenships. Their attorney says they will challenge the UK's request to extradite them.
We, of course, are going to fight extradition, so the court will set a hearing during which we will argue the merits of our position.
According to the head of the Crown Prosecution Service's Special Crime Division in the United Kingdom, quote, these charging decisions followed receipt of a further file of evidence from Bedfordshire police and bring the total number of alleged victims in this case to 7.
We've never seen a scintilla of evidence that indicates that these guys are guilty of anything. They're being punished and attacked for what they say.
These lawyers,
not what
these
they've
lawyers
done.
got to
You
defend
can
all
love
these
them,
criminals,
you can hate
alleged
them,
criminals.
But nobody should go to jail for free speech.
I need some lawyers like that. What is this? All right, let's see what else we got. I'm super behind today, bro. We talked about the about to say the Tackett brothers, the Tate brothers. Ben Askren was out there too. I guess he's retired.
One more time, please. The final match, the final walk of the
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday.
Oh, you know he gassed out.
Kids, you got the community.
I don't want to say all this was avoidable, but you know, can we find that?
All right, Ben. One day
You got a Tesla?
Moved from wrestling.
I didn't think Ben
I guess
Askren was a
first of all,
Tesla guy.
How do you feel? How's your body physically?
A little bit sore. I think 'cause I didn't sleep super well last night. So I think one of those where you maybe more sore tomorrow, but pretty sore.
Why didn't you sleep well? Because it.
I don't know. Probably. I never really do after competitions. It's a mix of adrenaline or something to that effect. Even a lot of times when I coach a lot, you know, it'll kind of a hard time falling asleep. So probably some form of adrenaline or something.
A little wound up.
Yeah.
What was your training like? I mean, the actual wrestling. We know
He shouldn't have been out
get
there.
Your body back, but.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't really. I kind of maybe like started hinting at it at the end, but I didn't want to tell everyone how I wasn't in great shape because then it could give my opponent too much information. Because if he wrestled really hard, I couldn't stand up.
Sarah, why are you sending me this stuff?
You know, this thing when I heard they're coming to Milwaukee, I wanted to do it.
Sarah be sending me some crazy stuff, man.
You know, it's like I'm improving from a really low level, but it's hard to judge, you know, like at what rate you're going to improve. And one of the things that I think probably set me back, not to make excuses, but I had this CMV infection. Oh, sorry, Mark. CMV is not a big deal. Most people have it, but for a immunocompromised person with a lung issue, it can be really problematic. And I thought I was going to get, you know,
I don't know if I trust that Tesla driving me around like that.
10 weeks, and you're on heavy treatment dose, and it's just not great for your body. So I think that was one of the things where it's like I thought I was going to be improving much.
He just
faster,
chilling, letting the car drive itself. He chilling.
Slower. So I was kind of constantly improving on all the metrics, but
is that what you Tesla guys? That's what you guys be doing? You just jump in the car and let the car drive you?
I researched on ChatGPT. So my best guess is
he just be relaxing in the car.
Heart deconditioning because I didn't work out at all for such a long window of time. Your heart's a muscle and it gets weaker, but my legs, specifically my quads and my hamstrings, would just kind of like give out.
During training? Or while
during training? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Anytime I was doing any hard training,
he shouldn't have been down
I
there.
could actually breathe fine, and my arms and my neck and my back wouldn't get tired, which those usually get tired in wrestling. But my legs would just be shot, you know. And so I was doing incessant bike workouts, that's your legs. And then when I was wrestling, it was so many times I was pushing to failure because I was just trying to press the wall back further and further and further. And so, you know, it's funny because there's the notion of like, okay, do I go out and try to finish him? But if I try to finish him, I probably got like one good minute and then I'm like done, you know? Some minute, maybe a minute.
You got done working out?
Oh
snap! This how you be driving
or
in a
do
Tesla?
I try to pick my spots? But then if I try to pick my spots, maybe I'm gonna get too tired to pick any spots, you know. And the match was going relatively well until, you know, I went at the end of the second period when I walked over to my corner. I'm like, dude, my legs have nothing left. Like, you know, I'm gonna have a hard time being in my stance. I'm gonna have a hard time not getting pushed around, and. So when I went back out there, I was hoping, okay, he'll be a little more passive, or he's gonna try to pick his spots, right? Because to that point, he hadn't really been able to get to my legs. I'd been able to down block everything, and he came out really hard. And I was like, shit.
It's still a Tesla.
My body doesn't have it left in me, you know. So I did the best I could. I gave up the leg attack, and you know, he was pushing me into the edge and shot double. And I knew my legs don't have any more, so then my idea was, okay, maybe I'm going to shoot in. As he's coming forward, I'll shoot in, and I'll be able to hang on, was kind of like my next thought. Because I know if I just try to hold while he's pushing me, like I'm just getting pushed right out of bounds.
Shout out to Ben Askren, you know. He didn't have to be out there, but he went out there. We got Zach Kina and Jessica Khan, you know, they together now. They met in kids class. Shout out to them. Now, you know, AOJ, all their people be dating. They be dating. They don't take my advice, Sarah. They date in the school. It's like comparing a Kia Soul to a Stingray. Oh. Yeah, but Tesla Cybertruck and Tesla, whatever the other Model 3, that's the same. Kia is Hyundai. Oh, Kia's Kia and Stingray. Yeah, but it's still, the technology is still the same company. It's a different car, but the same company. That's all I'm saying. They both owned by Elon Musk, Cybertruck and Tesla. All right, shout out to this young couple right here. Shout out to Mr. Bruno Frazzato. It's crazy because that's my old school. They bought my old school. They fixed it up though. It looks a lot nicer than when I was there because we had the the tatami, the green tatami with red mats, green and red mats, red wall mats, yellow walls. We didn't have, the color scheme was all over the place. We didn't have no color scheme. We didn't have no theme or nothing. Let's see. What was that? They going after Argentina. Why are they going after Argentina?
Meanwhile, back at racism headquarters.
Sorry, Lucas, they going in on you, man.
Argentina, which is known for their amazing racism, got into a little trouble because, Argentina is playing England. Shout out to Messi. Messi's one of the greatest soccer players ever. I got it. But it's the Argentinians, the fans, that are horrible.
Oh.
They just
he
so
said it, Lucas.
racist.
I didn't say
Even
that.
after
Lucas,
the
he
stuff
said
they
that.
were doing to I Show Speed. They're just, remember Nazis came to Argentina. Argentina, like I said, try to get rid of all their black people. That's why their whole team is not. There are no black.
And they
people
going
on the
after
team, okay?
Godfrey.
Even though they have Afro.
They going
so
after
these
Godfrey.
Argentinians decided to be racist in Atlanta.
They put the sisters on them.
Argentina.
Yo, they got the sisters on you.
Muchos negros in Atlanta. Es una ciudad de muchos negros. Demasiado.
You don't get Matt Burn? Okay.
What I thought
they had Fuji mats though.
It's a very black city.
Those
They
ain't
tell
Fuji
you,
mats?
Ciudad de negros muchos. Demasiado. Huh?
They had the
Thank
sisters
you for
on them.
doing that. You wanted to commit
All right, get off
suicide, didn't you? You f***ing morons.
They messed that dude up. What was I about to say? Who's that? That's Helen Morales. Hey, Helen. She enjoying Greece over there. All right. See, that's what we mean. When we say covered up, you can still be feminine. You don't just, keep, we got too many creeps out here. You need to cover, So that's very nice dress, right? Ain't that right, Sarah? I thought he had Fuji mats, bro. Giorgio. I mean, he was barely a YouTuber. We got to stop celebrating these live streamers. Even me. What's the name of Roberto's gym? Y'all know that's I could have sworn he had some Fuji mats. That's Fuji mats, bro. Now, LO Snap, you over here saying, "Oh, I hate Fuji." You over here love the Fuji mats, bro. I saw the Fuji logo on there.
Check us out.
LO Snap, I hate Fuji. That says Fuji right there. Ain't that Fuji? Sarah, can you read that for us, Sarah? What does that say over there? That says Fuji. LO Snap said he hate Fuji mats. He over there loving, he rolling on them. Are there some more mats? Let me see. What the other mats look like? That is a nice gem. Fuji. 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 I don't know what those mats are. It says Fuji on the wall mats. Maybe the other mats are different though. The wall mats say Fuji. The floor mats might be different. That's true. Maybe the floor mats are different. Big breakfast.
What's up, guys? Elijah Dorsey here. Next weekend on July 26th, I will be up there at Centonia Jiu-Jitsu in New York for our seminar. So make sure to be there. It starts at 11, so make sure to be there. All right, guys? I'll see you soon. What's up, guys? Elijah Dorsey.
He doing them seminars. Shout out to him. Mbappe got the golden boot. Shout out to him. Trump. Shout out to Trump.
One final act of this incredible summer of soccer for Rodri to lift the trophy and for the celebrations to begin both here and over.
Now, weren't they trying to get him off the mat? Uh-oh, get off of there. Why did she pop up? Get out of here. That little snap's going to slide into her DMs later. Sarah's sending me all this stuff. They were trying to get him off the mat. They were trying to get Trump off the stadium, the podium. Trump said, "This is my country." Muggsy, get your hands off of her. She got the biceps. She got bigger muscles than you, Muggsy, and me too. Shout out to Kennedy Blaze. How you doing, Kennedy? Let me get out of there. Now, Kennedy Blaze tall. That's a tall girl. Shout out to Kennedy. Hey, how you doing, Kennedy? We got some more Victoria. What was she up to?
Okay, first of all, you are like insane with wrestling. Like, what was it? Like, you're the first woman to get 4 college titles?
Exactly, yeah.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
I didn't know that about her.
It was awesome just to be the first at something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't like, I didn't even set out to do that,
What are
but
they
I
doing,
did it. So
stretching?
I was like, okay, this is great.
That's insane. So how did you get in? Is it wrestling something you did your whole life? When did you get into it?
I didn't want to wrestle at all. Because,
Really?
Yeah, because I grew up in California, and to wrestle, I had to join the boys' high school wrestling team.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do that. It's like social suicide.
Yeah.
But I did judo first. Are you familiar with
Yeah.
judo? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Japanese martial art, and I wanted to be an
Oh, yeah, she
Olympian in
did
judo.
she did do judo.
But then I broke my wrist when I was 13.
Oh, geez,
And
yeah.
it was right before I was going into high school. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I guess I'll join the boys' high school wrestling team, even though I really do not want to do this.
Yeah.
But it got me out of PE class, and I hated PE more than anything. So.
Yeah. So what was that like being in? Well, I mean, still now like a male-dominated sport.
Yes, it
It's
was
a
definitely a
female-dominated
journey.
sport now.
I'm
The females dominate
like,
wrestling.
Stoked about the progression of women's wrestling
Yeah.
since then, because I was in high school.
Shout out to her. I didn't know she was a 4-time college champion. Sarah sent me this, man. I don't know why she sent me this.
All right, yeah, keep rolling. Keep rolling. All right, on your back. This goes down. Give me this leg. Loose.
Why Sarah be sending me this stuff, man?
All right.
Why she be sending stuff like that?
This is kind of like a spladle. I'm trying to
ain't
hit
no
it.
spladle, bro.
All right, yeah, keep rolling. Keep rolling. All right, on your back. This
call that a
goes
twister,
down.
but
Give me this
that's
leg.
not a spladle.
Loose. All right.
Look, Giorgio, how far you fallen? He over there getting squished. And if I say I don't like a girl like that, I think that's a girl. I don't see gender. If I say I don't like a girl like that, Sarah over here, you got too high of standards. All I said, I want an Olympian with no elbow, no jiggly elbow, can cook, and covers up, and natural hair. That's kind of basic stuff, really. There was a couple creepers.
Police say Christian Jack Joseph had been drinking while celebrating a friend's birthday in Fremantle. As they returned to his friend's home on South Terrace in the early hours of Saturday morning, the court heard Mr. Joseph spotted a 63-year-old man looking through the window of the house. It's alleged the 26-year-old and his friends shouted at the man and chased him before Mr. Joseph pinned him to the ground and put him in a chokehold. Police say Christian Jack Joseph had been...
See, that's why I can't be teaching. Yeah, classy. Well, hey, listen, I want what I want. I'm not saying I deserve to get what I want, Sarah. I'm not saying. But unless you have standards, you'll fall for anything out here. You look at Giorgio. If you don't got standards, that's what happens to you.
All right, yeah.
When you don't have standards and confidence in yourself, belief in yourself, you'll accept anything. And I don't want anything. Sarah sent me something else. Let me see if I can find it real fast. We got too many creeps in this sport. I thought I saved it. Oh, I did. Where is this creeper at? Oh, I got so many things. Let me watch Muggsy get thrown by a girl. Muggsy can't even defend a takedown, bro. Oh, here it is. Pastor and jiu-jitsu instructor essaying kids gets arrested. Pastor and jiu-jitsu instructor. Oh, arrested on $17.5 million bail. He ain't getting out of nowhere. You need reading glasses? Okay. He 51 years old. Oh no, they got that man. When they put that 17.5 million, because don't you got to pay 10% or something like that? You ain't paying no 1.7 million. He ain't getting no 1.7 unless he put his house up or something. All right, so yeah, that's basically it. We had some matches to watch. I'll try to watch them tomorrow, man. I do want to read this one. Let me read this. It says, "Is ADCC losing its dominance on the professional scene?" That's kind of what I feel like. The rise of the big money events over the last couple of years has completely changed the conversation around athlete pay in grappling. For a long time, ADCC was able to operate on prestige alone. They got comfortable. They got too comfortable. Competing there was considered the ultimate achievement in no-gi, and for many athletes, simply making it there was enough of a reward. That mindset has started to change as other promotions have entered the space with bigger payouts and different approaches to compensating athletes. Reports from February stated that men's division winners will now receive $20,000. That's not bad, but to be the best in the world, $20,000. you gotta beat some really good competition. $20,000 to beat. This is 16. The men's division 16 people. The women's division I believe is 4 or 8. It must be 8. $20,000. I don't know. Maybe I'm just at the age where $20,000. It is nice. I wish I had $20,000 on me right now. I'll be pretty happy. You see me smiling, but $20,000 really won't do much for you. Not today. $20,000 ain't gonna do much. Now, if you're struggling, it'll bump you up. You have some padding, but you can't really live off the $20,000. You can try to invest that $20,000, but you got to make sure the stars align for everything to go well. That $20,000 can go quickly. That $20,000 go very quickly. I believe you're supposed to pay taxes on that too. Let's say 30%. I'm just assuming 30%. Oh no! If you got about $14,000-$15,000, you're doing good. Some of you not gonna pay taxes on that. And Mo might hand you cash. She might hand you cash money. That's how they'll be paused on that. They might hand you cash money. So say you don't have to pay taxes, $20,000. Okay. Well, you can't travel with that $20,000 unless you declare it. Okay, maybe they send you the wire transfer. By the time you might spend like $1,000 or $2,000. It's just the $20,000. It's nice. It's enough to get you hooked on it. So man, I need to win another tournament. That's what that $20,000 does for you. It gets you hooked on that next tournament. You know what? I'm good, but I need to think about 2, 3, 4 months from now. You're gonna be good for a month or two. Okay, now I'm kind of going through the savings. Shoot, I need to make some more money. And the thing is, you're gonna get hooked on that. And then UFC will pay me $20,000 4 times. Okay, maybe I'll do that. You become a slave. You're gonna become a slave to that $20,000 because you're gonna get used to that. You have just enough money to I'm kind of doing well. You think you're doing well. Okay. You might start spending a little bit more. You might take the friends out. You might take your girl out. And most jiu-jitsu people, they buy a new car. All jiu-jitsu people are gonna buy a new car. They're gonna put They're gonna put at least half of that down. They're gonna put at least half of that down on a new ride. If you have a job, well, Mush, you're assuming an ADCC people ain't got no job. If you do an ADCC, you probably ain't got no job. And they're gonna put a down payment on that car, Mush. On a new car. If they're smart, they'll get if they're smart, they'll get the Honda Toyota, something like that. Get the Corolla. Get that Corolla. Now some of these guys, they want. Oh, you know what? I think I want the, I want the Challenger. They don't even make Challengers anymore. They want the Hellcat. They want the, the freaking what is that car? What is that car? The Corvette. Yeah, they want the Corvette. They want the cool car. They want the truck. They want the Dodge TRX. That $20,000 gone, mush. And you know what? Even if you just pay your rent off, that's only a couple months worth of rent, really. Some of you guys live in high cost of living areas. That $20,000 gone. Mush is right. If you got a job, that $20,000 is nice, But most of these guys ain't got a job. That money's gone. And these guys ain't got no good spending habits. You can spend 20 once you start, most of these guys be gaming. Once you get that sim racing rig, that $20,000 about gone. You get a new PC, $20,000. By the time you get a new gaming PC, the racing rig, that's $8,000 right there gone. You're gonna go to Whole Foods. By the time you go to Whole Foods, listen, you can spend $1,000 at Whole Foods. Taxes, I don't know if they're paying taxes much. By the time you go to Whole Foods or Costco, listen, you could for sure spend $1,000 at Costco or more. Whatever your budget is, you can spend that money at Costco. You can spend that money. You can spend $20,000 at Costco by itself. I can spend $20,000 at Costco. I never did it, but I would like to. But you know what? I'll make a rule. It has to fit in the buggy, not the trolley, not the orange trolley. It got to fit in the cart. It might be hard to spend $20,000 if you get the cart. If you have the buggy, but if you get the orange cart, you could probably spend $20,000. Okay, $20,000 to win your division. Absolute champion gets $50,000. Those numbers are a significant improvement compared to previous ADCC events and show that the organization understands. Now, the women don't get that though. The women ain't getting that much money. The organization understands it can't ignore the changes within the sport. Despite this, there still doesn't appear to be any consistent show money for competitors. They're not paying show money? I thought they did for $50,000. If you invest it, and that's assuming your investments pay off. Most investments don't pay off. Most times you invest, much experience all this stuff, making that big money. Most of your investment's not going to pay off. It's just how it works. Even if you put $50,000 in the stock market, unless you pick wisely and you could lose $50,000 there. Yeah, cost of living. Yeah, honestly, Mush is right. By the time you take care of your living situation, your health care, your living situation, everything, you can go through $50,000. I mean, $50,000 by itself means you're struggling in America. Assuming they have another revenue stream, housing's locked down. Yeah. Like if you had to start from square zero, I mean, you could spend that going to school, going to college. You could spend $50,000. Oh, that could be your tuition right there, and not even for the whole 4 years, depending on where you go. Maybe if you go to a state school. But most of these people are going to get a car, pay their rent. By the time you get a new car, pay your rent off, that's $40,000 gone. You got $10,000 left. $50,000, it is nice, but again, you got to realize even if you make $50,000 a month, you still not considered rich. You still not considered rich even if you make $50,000 a month. Just because it's paid in cash doesn't mean they're not going to give you the AI 9 or something. Oh, you're right. So you gotta remember, we don't know where the money's coming from, Sarah. We're not gonna ask where the money's coming from. It's probably coming from Saudi Arabia or somewhere, UAE. Now, when I did World Pro, did I do World Pro? I did AJP one time. Got a little bit of money. All they had the stack of money, the stack of hundreds. They just give you the little bit of money. Here you go. That was it. Now I never won ADCC. I can't tell you how they give you the money. They might give it to you in a suitcase. They might hit you with that wire transfer, Cash App. They might just whatever. They have so much money they can ask you, how do you want the money? Once you finish up, they got somebody to ask you how you want the money. I want cash. Okay, give me the wire transfer. Give me the Bitcoin. Give me the big check. Nah, give me that big check. I want that big check. I'm gonna take that to the airport. Do they let you keep the big check? Nah, let me keep that big check with my name on it. $50,000 would be. Listen, I'll take $50,000 right now. Thank you. I'll take that. And if you're investing in yourself, that $50,000 goes by fast. If you're investing in your health as an athlete, that $50,000 goes fast. Yeah, say you get a trainer, you get your own trainer and stuff like that. $50,000 be gone. Get your nutritionist, sports psychologist. Yeah, that $50,000 can go quickly. Travel. Remember, you got to travel. You want to do seminars and more tournaments because you hooked on that money. Now you got to travel. Yeah, by the time you travel, if you travel overseas, that stuff starts to cost. Where was I? No show money. Yeah, there's no show money, so you got to beat the best in the world too. 20,000, 50,000 to beat the best in the world. So let's see. It says, while the men's prize money has increased, the women's payout appears to remain the same as they were in 2024. The removal of the women's absolute division, so they took away the women's absolute. I forgot about that, so that's the pay cut as well, is also indicative of regression. Removing that division takes away both a competitive opportunity and another path for athletes to earn money and build their reputation. Traditionally, ADCC has relied heavily on the value of exposure. And historically, that argument made sense. Competing at ADCC would put an athlete on the map and create opportunities afterwards. The question is whether that same value exists today, especially with the event being held in Poland. This could result in ADCC 2026 not having the same reach among North American audience that has traditionally driven a lot of the attention. While looking at the no-gi landscape as a whole, it seems that ADCC is no longer untouchable. For years, ADCC had been the standard. If you were a top grappler, winning an ADCC title was the goal. Well, the whole point of winning ADCC was to get the seminars off of it. The best athletes, and eventually a school, the best athletes in the world showed up because there was nowhere else that carried the same level of prestige. It feels as if it has changed. Well, the other competition caught up. Listen, you can spend $1,000 at Whole Foods. The thing is, once you get some meat, you get if you get a couple ribeyes, you getting close to $500. If you get some ribeyes and some filet mignon, if you get that grass-fed beef that Sarah like grass-fed or something like that, organic, by the time you get a couple of those, that's $500. You get some vegetables. Yeah, if you get that fruit, you gotta be rich to afford that fruit at Whole Foods. Once you buy that fruit at Whole Foods, oh wait, it looks cool, but $5 for an orange? Wait a second. I was complaining about $8 for that drink, that horchata. I'm not sure what the future will be. ADCC they got to up their competition. You got to up your competition. That's the only way they can do it. They might be partnering with Craig Jones at some point. I don't know. I don't know the future. I'm kind of going Mush's advice. Just get a real job, because even IBJF is pricing us out. It pricing me out. They done raised the points on everything. And, the flights are more expensive. The gas is more expensive. Hotels more expensive. Everything's more expensive. Somebody's got to take a chill pill. Somebody's got to take a chill pill over here. You can't be fleecing everybody out of money. All right, that's it for me, man. We were supposed to watch the matches today, but I'm done. Shout out to Spain. Shout out to Lucas. He said I can drink his tears later. Don't worry, Sarah said she'll comfort you. All right, man. Thank you. Shout out to Mush. We've been missing Mush. I need to talk to Mush anyway. Sarah, thank you. LL Snap. Keep it wrapped up. He definitely ran through, Sarah. He the ran through person on the live stream. Thanks to everybody for your support. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow. That's the game plan. And that's all I got for you guys. See you later. Peace out. Stay out of trouble. Make good decisions. Who else is telling you that stuff? I don't hear Gordon Ryan or Craig. Craig he be what's the word I'm looking for? Craig be corrupting you guys, but I'm trying to save you guys from yourselves. Danny here don't say nothing to you people. All he does is make those long posts that nobody wants to read. All right, that's it for me. See ya.
LOL Snap and even CP, uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Live streaming every week, we got Mush, LOL Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network.